Hey everyone, Future Caesar here. Just wanted to give a disclaimer that the audio in this episode may sound weird at times. Like there were times when I talked, you may hear a buzzing sound in the background. I don't know why that happened, but I tried my best to take that sound out as much as I can. Also, there were times when one of our co-hosts' audio sped up for some reason. We even make a joke about it during the show that he sounded like a robot. But please bear with us. But with that thought in mind, let's start the show!
Hi, welcome to Review Meter. My name's Caesar.
What?
So what's your name?
On this episode of Review Meter, we're gonna be watching Netflix. What on Netflix? It's our guest choice.
And that's how we started. Welcome to Review Meter, everyone. That was one of our co-hosts, Chris. And
I'm
Kevin
not a
right
co-host. I'm
there.
not
Oh,
a co-host.
not yet, but eventually he will be.
I'm not a
Well,
host at all.
You know what? You're a co-host. Eventually you will be. So let's not talk about that. Like I said, welcome to Review Meter, you guys. I am your host, Caesar. Peter is doing something with puppies and like
Parties.
popcorn buckets. And
Peter's actually going to become that dog father we've been talking about.
oh,
There you go.
good for Peter. Today we have co-host Kevin.
Hi, how you doing?
We have another co-host, Shang.
What's up?
We have Kira.
Pleasure to be back. Missed you guys.
And then we have Chris.
Yabba dabba doo.
All right, guys. So Netflix got choice. We've gotten that before, so we kind of know what to expect. Netflix is a very big pile of diverse titles. We can never know what we're gonna get. It could be something random like true crime, anime, like K-drama. Kevin that was talking about.
Yes, sir. About to do Naruto episode 3.
Or do you have any hopes of what you want to get? Like who wanted to take? He was bidding. No, Peter was bidding for my spot to get chosen for the movie choice.
Yeah. I just want to say, like, if anybody's excited to choose a movie, I'm about to hit the shuffle button real quick. Little reverse, no.
We do have these reshuffle cards, so that's something to keep in mind.
What if I choose a short movie?
We reshuffle. Does it reshuffle the person or their pick?
Ooh,
They reshuffle the
spicy.
person.
Peter, he would be like reshuffle the person, but say we get the person and they get the title, they change the title. But then again, the person already chose that title ahead of time. But we get to that bridge when we cross it, to be honest.
We're gonna cross it real fast. Reshuffle.
I don't like bridges. I don't want to cross the bridge. What if there's a troll?
Cross it.
What if
Whatever
there's a
happens,
troll underneath
happens.
the bridge?
You see,
Whatever happens.
I'm here to be a menace with the reshuffle card, you know?
Oh, a menace like Spider-Man.
Yes, sir.
Only say that because I currently have a Lego Spider-Man in my hands.
As you should, King.
Yes.
Well, and given that Peter is not here, the usual rules you abide by.
Nothing applies. This is straight anarchy.
That's right. We have
yeah.
more than one shuffle. Reshuffle.
Let's
We
go
can
with that.
reshuffle as many times as we like.
If Peter were here, he would not like that. But then again, he's not here, so it's off the rails. Let's go.
It's Review Caesar.
That's actually really good.
Hey, you gotta spin the wheel, sir.
I know. I'm trying to get to. Peter does.
Just click to spin.
Activate the review meter shuffler. Why do I remember that?
And just like Kira said, it is time to activate the
Why am I
review
the
meter
same
shuffler
color?
and to see who will get our first choice in Netflix Best Choice. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
We go.
And it broke. Oh my god, what the heck? Even when Peter's not here, it still
It's still
breaks.
spinning. It's
This is
still
why we
Do we
can't
spinning.
have
have
nice things.
a warranty on this shuffler? Because Homeboy This had to be a DIY project. Like,
It's been past a year, so warranties.
Yeah.
It's
Fortunate, yeah.
the
So,
names are rolling around and around and around. When will it end?
Chris,
Nobody knows.
Shane, can you guys fix it even though the wheel's still spinning?
No.
Oh, there we go. Thank you guys for the effort. And the winner is...
Are you wait? It's either and Shang because you guys have been combined into one color.
No, it's Shang.
It's Shangzer.
It's Shang. All right, Shang. You have been chosen. What do we have the pleasure of watching tonight?
The Cat in the Hat. Wait, that's not me.
Actually, that was a contender for mine. But I chose, since we are halfway to Halloween, I chose Monster House.
Oh my god, no. Not
Monster
that movie.
House.
I haven't watched that movie in years.
It's from 2006.
All I remember from that movie is like the girl like, hey, that's the uvula. He's like, I thought it was a boy house. Something like that. I can't remember.
And they pee into the bottles.
Yeah.
Some of you guys didn't live through that time, and it shows.
Jen, you remember watching this movie at first, and I found it really creepy.
It should have been the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Better book the movie.
Wait, I didn't even know there's a book of it? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's like a whole series.
Huh.
Do you know what we're talking about, Caesar, or are you just thinking of Monster House?
And I know what title you're talking about, but I didn't know it was a book. I thought it was just a straight up movie.
all right. I'm gonna have to bounce after the movie, but I'll continue to like text my opinions in the group chat if that's cool with you guys.
Okay.
Okay. It's fine, yeah.
Oh, well, I was like, no, you can't do that because, you know, I'm used to people telling me no.
Well, I'll tell you yes today.
Yes, this time.
It's okay. It's the first day. It gets ranked as number one.
Okay.
Remember, Peter's not here. There's no rules.
There's no yeah.
No rules.
True.
So who among us has seen this movie before?
Me.
I've seen it 7 years ago.
I think I saw it in theaters when
I don't
they
think
showed
I've
like
ever seen it, but I'm
3
excited.
movies during the summer.
Ooh.
So I'm looking at the reviews of the movie, and it says the movie is rated PG, but it does contain some scary moments. Some children may find some moments quite scary, while older children should have no problem watching this movie. So if you have a kid listening to this episode, it might get a little bit spooky.
That's right. Because remember, it has a uvula. Said wrong.
I thought this podcast was a boy.
I mean, it's hosted by a boy, but sometimes
You're a boy?
You're a. What's your pronoun, buddy?
I would say it's a they, unisex maybe.
Oh, well, my pronoun is he because I can never be him. I don't know who him is, but
Screaming, crying, throwing up. Big fan of Kevin. Big fan of the homies.
Should be a good watch, because I remember watching this movie. It was kind of interesting. Monster
Was it
House.
just like weird?
That's
Yes.
yes,
it is
really
very.
weird.
It's got an animation style.
I mean,
It's got one of those. And
it's one of those movies. What's it called? Crap. Hold on. I'm trying to think of like Over the Hedge.
Oh,
No.
okay, yes.
oh, yes.
It's kind of like the beginning of like in between CGI versus like kind of looks like stop motion esque.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where everybody's trying to get on that Pixar game.
it's like a made for TV movie, but was released theatrically.
Yes.
I'm just here for a good time.
The vibes I get from it.
And it's a 90-minute watch, so it shouldn't be too
Oh,
hard.
that's nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready to watch this, guys?
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We will be right back with our thoughts and reviews of Monster House after these messages.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello there.
This is Lucifer from Hell's Realty calling about a house I've recently went up on the market. It's a hell of a house. This two-story house is located on 1313 Meyer Street with 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. Don't mind the blood, I mean the jelly on the walls. Someone is coming in next week to clean it up. There's also a newly installed pull-down staircase that leads to the attic, but you're not gonna want to go up there after midnight. Also, don't worry if you hear children's voices in the middle of the night. That's just the neighbor's puppet since he's a puppeteer. This house is located next to the city morgue and right across from the cemetery. People are dying to see this house, so we will be having an open house on Friday the 13th from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. If interested, please call us at 666-867-5309 or go to our website, creepyinhell.gov. We hope you have a hell of a day.
And we are back from watching Monster House on Netflix. Before we start, I wanted to ask Michael Shang, because there's a lot of Halloween movies that I noticed that are on Netflix that are animated, but how come, what led you to choose this?
Yeah, so I wanted to choose an animation, like an animated movie, just because I feel like there's certain animated movies that, I mean, most people when they think of animated movies, they think of like just kids shows or like Disney or like crude, like I don't know, like only for adults, like yeah. So
like a Family Guy type of thing.
Yeah, Family Guy, or like, I mean, Simpsons is a little bit muted, but something like that. Nothing in the middle. And then like this one here, I felt like I had several movies to like that I had lined up, but this one specifically, just because like it pushed the boundaries with like a different genre. You don't think mostly like animation and horror/thriller together. Plus, I feel like I last watched this when it came out, and then there's like a little nostalgia with this just for myself, just because like the very first time I watched this, I watched it when it came out in Blockbuster Video, which
Oh, classic.
yeah. So again, when my family first watched it, it was like, oh wow, this is not like a kids movie in that sense. Like it's not happily ever after in that sense, and like Disney-esque. But I think like this paved the way for like some of my favorite movies as well, like Coraline, like that feel and such. So yeah, that's why I chose it, just because it like pushed the boundaries for like that type of animation.
I did read like a little bit of trivia that this movie was supposed to be even darker than what we initially saw, because there was the original screenplay had EJ and Chowder, the two main characters. They were harassed by bullies, and EJ found a way to get use the bullies as bait towards the house. And the two bullies got eaten by the house, and that studios thought that was way too dark. And obviously, that's way dark. Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
I mean,
It's like no one really died. Everyone came back. So
Yeah.
Did the cops come by?
wait, what happened to the cops?
oh, did you not watch the after credits?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Mid credits.
This is a Marvel movie?
Yeah, 2 mid credit scenes. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't see that, Kevin and Chris?
So
yeah.
we're pausing and then gonna go back to the end there.
Listen, this it's not a Marvel movie. I think I'm gonna.
See, look, it like started the all like mid end credit scenes before Marvel got to it.
Yeah.
I was like, the movie's over? Great.
First one is with the cops and as well as the dog come out, so they're safe and sound. And then the second one, you find out that Z is now dating Skull, who is the part of the band Skull and Bones, who is the pizza delivery guy.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bones finally got his red kite back.
Yeah. Like just rewatching it as well, I realized they did a lot of like, even though it's animation, a lot of different perspectives and focuses, like camera work, put it in quotes. It felt like they used a lot of like different angles and such, like that is used in like horror.
Yeah, I think they really hit it in the horror sense. When the kid was dreaming, what was his name? The main kid. when he's dreaming, and
DJ?
like
Yeah.
the shadow of the house shows up, and like the room's all red, and then like a hand comes out and is about to grab him.
Yeah. I mean, even the first scene too, like with the little girl on the tricycle. My thought was like
Right.
The Shining. Little kid go riding around on a tricycle.
Yeah. And like she's singing a little song, and then all the creepy stuff happens after.
It's a movie.
I did want to talk about how DJ thought he murdered an old man in front of daylight. I literally thought he gave the man a heart attack.
I mean,
Hey, you got extra XP for that.
did he?
Did he though? Because I mean, the old man's. I mean, Nuttenberg. That's his name. He's always like Nubbercracker. I mean, he's always like that. So I mean,
If he wasn't on his lawn, then the guy would have never gotten the heart attack.
I feel like sooner or later he probably would have gotten a heart attack. Let's be honest here.
Yelling every day, every kid that goes by.
Yeah.
Well, all in all, the reason for his heart attack is his wife.
True.
You're not wrong.
All in all, the reason for his heart attack is actually himself for taking his wife and her wife. I think Constance falling in.
I feel like this whole group of people need therapy after this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's they all seem very hunky dory at the end. They're like, the house is dead. We're free.
But like that house was, doing its thing. How does nobody notice? It's Halloween night. First of all, people were trick or treating, but nobody noticed a giant house like leave its like.
Or the explosion.
Yeah. Like,
Like no one like noticed like empty house nowhere, like the vicious
A
sounds
lot
of
of
a
people-
creature. Like
A lot of people just don't notice things.
oh yeah. And like I understand like the only like 2 police officers in the entire like town got eaten, but like there wasn't any more.
Judy. Don't forget Judy.
they had backup. Yeah, she wasn't there. They had
Yeah. All the parents on the street are just like, you don't hear them talking about. They're just like, where the house go? I heard an explosion earlier.
Like they're all trick or treating, and then he's giving away all the toys. They're like,
Yeah.
huh? Why is there a whole like mountain of toys in this guy's basement? Where's his house? Why is there an explosion? He came back from the hospital after having a heart attack. Like, where were the ambulance drivers?
Yeah, no, yeah. He just disappeared. He drove himself. That's what it was.
Yeah. Now that you say that, that reminds me. Like literally, he drove his own ambulance. Like he just drove to his house. Like no questions necessary. Like
Yeah,
The whole
Grand Theft
ambulance.
Auto.
Exactly.
So what were
Have
your
you-
thoughts on it? Especially Chris. I want to hear Chris's.
I want to fix it right now.
What do you mean? That movie's animation got some hoodwinked vibes, but better at least.
Yeah.
The animation style was like, it was
They
not
can-
bad. It was not bad. I don't vibe with it, but it was not bad. I don't like how the people look in the movie.
I mean,
you know?
I've seen worse animated done like that. Because I mean, they looked weird, but not like oddly weird enough. Because there's animation out there that's like creepy. That's meant for kids. It should not be watched by anyone.
Yeah, it's called Hoodwinked, and it's a classic.
Oh, so I'm looking at this on Wikipedia and like read. So this was the first like animation to use a type of computer animation called Arnold, which is used on
Arnold.
Hey Arnold, which was used on like a lot of Marvel movies and like The Mandalorian. This was like the first time they used it.
Oh,
Oh,
So
came a long way.
yeah.
But I mean, the movie it happens. I wish it'd be cool if they spent more time in that. That kind of just comes and goes, and then they fight the giant. Like it's like that fight had like a lot of luck in it, especially when they threw the dynamite. I was like, impossible.
I mean, there's a house walking.
yeah.
Absolutely. Among all the other scientific, among all the other things that shouldn't be happening, as well as when Constance's like I don't know, what you call it, when her concrete grave fell apart and there was a skeleton underneath. I was like, that's not possible.
What do you mean?
There would have been flesh.
I mean, 45 years is a long time.
45 years, but she's encased in concrete.
Yeah, there's like no air. There's nothing.
There's no air, no bugs.
I'm thinking underneath though, like moisture probably. If there was any like water leakage or anything, it probably would have done something.
That's possibly. I mean, it looked dry, but the film was. It's still fun.
Yeah, I don't remember my initial reaction when I first watched it.
hearing that scene or the movie? Because I know when I first seen this movie, for some reason I don't remember watching it. I remember some of the parts, but I don't remember like sitting down in my childhood watching it.
I think like probably the only thing I didn't fully remember from this movie was just how it started, and everything else kind of just played out the way I remember. Like, or I was like, oh yeah, yep, makes sense. But
I told you, bro. I remember that one line. The uvula. I don't want a uvula.
we all have a youth.
Girl, I mean, he was right. Oh, the girl house.
And it's funny how you sound like a robot when you're talking.
Oh yeah, hold on. I think I'm downloading something. I don't know. So one fact about my PC. I don't know what's been going on with it, but like it'll just shut off. So I have to run a game in the the background, so it like shut off.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah. Like running, but I'm not playing.
I did want to talk about. Sorry, Chris, you were saying.
He's still a robot man.
Yeah, he is still a robot man.
I guess he.
But I did want to talk about DJ and Chowder and their weird friendship that they had, and
They just don't like each other. It seems.
they seem like the type of friends like okay. DJ is obviously trying to be a mature one because literally towards the end of the movie, you hear Chowder saying like, "Oh, I agree with you, DJ. We can't be trick or treat. We're old enough now." And then all of a sudden, you hear DJ change his mind. Chowder's like, "Oh, okay, we can go. Well, it's a candy time." I feel like their Chowder is obviously like the more childish one. While DJ is trying to be the more like adult one. He even says it in the movie, like towards his mom. When she says to him that he needs a babysitter, like I don't need a babysitter, Mom.
It's a balanced friendship, you know. You can't both be smart or both be dumb. You know, one's got to balance out each other. Me and my best friend, you know, we're both stupid, so you know it's a terrible relationship.
Hey, don't be saying that. Don't be saying that about Peter.
Yeah. Peter. But no, yeah. But like at least Chowder kind of matured at the end. They're like, yeah, you're right. We're too old to be trick or treating.
Then they go trick or treating.
And then they go trick or treating.
We're also among all the stuff. I don't know how he got that much dirt off of Chowder's face. Put it like make a perfectly dark circle around his eyes
with a mustache
and a very dark mustache as well. I don't think Chowder had that much.
It's the magic of the house. That's how it is. Yeah.
But am I the only one that noticed this? The only parents you saw the face of was like DJ's parents. Nobody else was like pretty much existed.
I mean,
you're right.
It wasn't in the animation budget.
Yeah. Do we see the little girl's mom at the end?
Wait, yes, we do. See,
nope.
When they get the tricycle back.
I mean,
I don't think we see her face.
We don't know if that's her mom, though. That could be like a random stranger that's just following her.
I mean, I guess this town's a little weird, so who knows?
I mean, yeah, that could be your sister, if anything.
Again, they only have 2 cops, so you know.
Judy, don't forget Judy.
Oh, and Judy, yeah.
But also, DJ's parents, specifically his dad, is a terrible person. He basically ran over Chowder in the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
And no care in the world. Just like, hey, I just ran over a kid.
Like, are you happy, honey? I ran him over? Damn.
The dad's weird. He was talking about how like spying, you know, it had something to do with the twins, but they're not as beautiful as your mother. I'm like, that's a little bit too much information there, Peeping Tom. Like, this is the Back to the Future. Come on.
It's a good save. Like, no.
Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, though.
But I remember like a lot of these like older cartoons, they'll throw in like innuendos like that a lot.
Yeah, like the uvula.
Oh, so it's a girl house.
What? No, it stimulates the gag reflex. Everyone has a uvula.
Not me.
Like the U.
Or like Shrek, Lord Farquaad in his castle.
Oh yeah, he's just sitting there.
Must be compensated for something. Wonder what that is.
Or the part where he's using the mirror to look for a wife.
There's also Jenny, we haven't talked about yet, how they get DJ and Chowder to kind of like compete. It kind of, is it compete against each other? Like a sibling rivalry in a sense? How they're trying to impress her, but she doesn't really notice at all because...
This is, our little observation post. Such as it were. Yeah, posters are stupid. I was gonna tear them down and put up some art.
Well, Dad, why don't you kiss my hairy butt? Did you got any beer? You know, there's a great taco stand near there.
I hate Mexican food.
Me too.
They just hardcore simping.
For DJ, it worked out.
That is true. But hey, Chowder, hey, she did touch Chowder's butt, so I remember that.
Like, okay, that's nice, Chowder. He brushed it off.
Yeah.
I like how it was like a quick flip when she was talking to the babysitter. Babysitter? Okay, how about this? Made a quick deal.
Yo, she cursed.
It's not my house.
Babysitter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's cut the crap.
Whoa, wait. This is a PG movie. Hold on. Wait. Whoa. You can't be saying that word. It's a PG movie.
Cut the crap.
Totally threw me off.
That's it. We're gonna save that audio file and use that anytime anybody curses. And be like, what the crap? Every time.
There was this one moment in the movie that I think it was between Chowder and Jenny.
2-term class president at Westbrook Prep. That's a tough school to get into.
Yeah, I got in, but decided not to go.
It's a girls' school.
Which is why I didn't.
I literally busted out laughing. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was pretty funny.
That one, but also like when Chowder was like, they were running away from the house and he was like closing the gate. He's like, I'm trying to slow it down.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you putting a trash can in front of it? That's not gonna help. It's the monster house.
I think that's one cool thing. Like they were trying to like think like just keeping like consistent. Like these are what 12, 11-year-olds. That's what they think.
Yeah.
I like when he threw the basketball at the hoop, bounced back.
Comedy relief. You gotta love that character.
That old man, cracker. I don't know what.
You got it right, Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah.
Anyways, asking for a shoving in the beginning of the movie.
Wow.
And I was asking to get pushed.
It really was. Yeah.
But too bad it was his wife. Well, no, she just fell in.
I mean, she was swinging an axe at kids.
Yo, she was about to murder.
She
Oh.
was swinging an axe, not really doing much with it. He was threatening, and then he grabbed the axe, and then she was like, "Oh, he grabbed onto his handle here and pour cement."
But wait, was that self-induced? Because like she was falling down, right? And she pulled the lever of the cement mixer and fell down. So I mean, I know she was obviously trying to grab something, but like she literally grabbed the wrong thing. Like how does that happen?
If the fall didn't kill her, the cement did.
I feel like
yeah. Also, like, why was she in a not even like? How was that house even stand? I don't know. That imagery weird. It's like it's the frame, but there were still like stairs, but like the stairs were connected to one room.
Yeah, the architecture of that house is interesting.
Yeah.
Can I just say everyone in that movie has a strong arm? They can throw like there's no one's business. Like Mr. Nebuchadnezzar, he threw a brick at the house, the second floor, and then the kids throwing like eggs all the way up to the second floor, hitting the misses, and everyone just
Chowder holding on to the house like as they're like falling into I guess its mouth, like its inner mouth.
Carrying two other people with him. Yeah, this.
Yeah, and two people grab onto him and he doesn't let go. That man is arms of a god. It's no wonder the basketball came back and hit him with such force.
Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar threw that brick with his the arm that was in the sling too.
Yo, is that true? Because yo, that's insane.
I mean, he also lifted up a kid before he
had a heart attack.
How did he break his arm?
Oh,
I feel like carrying the kid.
He got a
carrying the kid, hearing the crack. Did you hear all those cracks?
Ooh.
Or what about the part where he ripped apart a tricycle?
See, everyone has strong arms.
True.
Strange Town. Everyone has strong arms. That's the headline.
Welcome to our town.
I didn't hear the cracks, but man got a heart attack and then came back with his arm in a sling.
Maybe it was him falling to the ground that caused him to break his arm. I don't know.
He fell on top of the kid.
It could have been that.
If anything, that cushioned his fall.
I'm the Mayville, where we have a strange neighborhood where people have strong arms and houses that can eat you. Mayville. That's the name of the house, of the town.
Mayville,
Anyways.
where everything can kill you.
Yeah.
And we only have 2 police officers in Judy. So the Chowder, when they were getting arrested, quote unquote, and he goes, "My cousin's a cop in Milwaukee. I mean, he has a gun."
That's right.
I was like, well, that makes sense for Milwaukee, but that's pretty good. And then they're playing with to use, was it coughing syrup?
Oh yeah, with the dummy that they pushed in, but the cops ran over the cord to stop that.
Start drinking some cough syrup there.
Yep.
Also, another thing with always like a vacuum, the wheels don't have motors on vacuum.
That is
So-
correct. So
Really?
that's a good. That's a good thing to point out right there.
That happens, I feel like, a lot, but mainly with, like, I guess, anthropomorphic vacuums. So, but aside from that, that was just, I guess it was just sucking along and just pulling itself through I guess it's a vacuum's version of having a strong arm. It sucks strong enough to pull itself along a sidewalk.
So it's also the appliances that are strong too. Wow. This must be something in the air because everyone that has town is strong for some reason. If it's not the people, it's the appliances.
Maybe
Even the house got arms.
Yeah.
it's the house.
Slash
Maybe
legs.
the house is giving everyone powers. Everyone's gonna lose it now.
Oh, yeah, 45 years down the drain.
Maybe it's just the area as it kept a constant spirit alive and able to possess a house.
It's like 45 years though. It was a wasteland, like desert basically, and then
Yeah.
45 years later, there's trees and grass and houses.
Gotta love gentrification. Oh,
Yep.
the fact that like where were those kids coming from? Where they're like throwing the eggs and stuff at them, and there was still
Yeah.
nothing around when they were building their house.
It
Where did they
probably-
come from?
From the circus, right?
That could be possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, he hitched her up. Yeah, he hitched her up in his trailer and dipped.
They left. They took her away from them. So it is essentially starting like a neighborhood in a waste. What is actually a wasteland, and there's nothing around for miles except two kids.
Or this could be a conspiracy, but maybe it was on her head that she saw those kids.
Oh,
I mean, it would also have to be in his head too.
I mean, crazy in love, right?
what a simp!
He's like, I will never let anyone hurt you, and then she gets regretted.
Then she dies.
Yep.
And then
She
she
dies.
dies.
Well, I mean, he was right. No one hurt her but her. So I think he was right.
I
Yeah.
mean, what if the egg hurt?
Oh, I have no idea then.
That'd take emotion. The one thing he couldn't protect.
That goes back to when Mr. Mosby asked Cody, "How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her."
Also, I want to talk about the two cops. They were totally useless.
I mean, so was everyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, I mean, they're arresting children.
Literally, one of them pointed their gun at the kid. It's like, damn, who taught you? Who trained you?
Judy.
Judy. Judy's the mastermind behind all of this. Then you got,
And the tree.
sorry, Kevin.
Oh no, you're good.
And then you got the babysitter leaving, literally, like, not even doing her job. She goes to find this abusive boyfriend that she is in desperate need of looking for. Even though, like, 20 minutes before, she was like, I'm so done with, like, you are so rude, disrespectful. Like, or what are you doing? Pick a lane.
She deserved better.
she,
Did she really? I don't know.
Did she? I don't know.
I mean, I guess now she does. She has a skull.
True.
But those parents, like, if I'm not mistaken, his parents left the house before the babysitter came to the house.
Yes. That's also great parenting, too. Yeah.
It must have been a good at least hour to 2 hours because Mr. Nebuchadnezzar died after they left, and then the ambulance came, picked him up, left, and that's when the babysitter came.
Mm-hmm.
So, actual parents.
Also funny how they did the stereotype thing when you first introduced to the cops. He was like, yeah, I was eating donuts. It's like, really? Typical stereotypical cop eating donuts.
I'd go for some donuts.
I think it does.
I think that just about does it, doesn't it?
Also, what was Constantine? I'm totally getting it wrong. Constance. She was like one of those like at women, like the biggest women in the world, right? Like the freak show. Cause I've seen that trope done before in like shows.
Well, it's usually like a bearded lady type of thing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's usually what they do.
Okay.
I was like, that whole thing is kind of fucked up though. Hey, but Nebuchadnezzar, real hero, just hitched her up and dipped.
I mean, that moment he was, but like a couple minutes down the road, I mean, he was kind of the hero. Yeah.
He is a hero. He was protecting the kids the whole time.
Yeah.
Or he could have just blew
That's
the
right.
house up.
He could have done that. Yeah. He could have done. Yeah.
We could have just never built the house.
Then I guess he didn't expect.
Yeah. They could have just never met her. Never went to a circus. Rare.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That wraps that up.
I think you've covered
so.
everything there is.
That's easy.
Any other thoughts?
I've had my fair share of the monster house. I just see that movie ever again.
Never again.
Ever again? Damn.
I think the story could definitely be a little bit, but I think for the type of animation it is, I really enjoyed how they do camera work, how they instill like pour into it, and the different Easter eggs, I guess you can say, for each or like different horror movies.
So then, how many points?
Wait,
It is the
wait.
first-
Before we
Wait.
First episode of this- Oh my
We're
god!
messing up the order here, guys.
Wait,
Come on.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. And welcome back to C Trivia. Thank you, Chris, for that great introduction. How we doing tonight, boys?
Excellent.
All
I'm
right.
drinking
Peed in a
some
bottle.
Peed or pissed in the bottle?
Oh,
Same.
I'll take peed.
hit it done.
Okay. We got 4 questions for everyone. Are we ready?
Here we go.
Like,
Okay. First question. What year? Wait, I should say this is gonna be 3 multiple choice, 1 true or false. As I was saying.
false.
As I was saying, first question. What year does the movie take place? Is it A, 1994, B, 1978, C, 1983, or D, 1988? Let's start with Chris.
1988.
Okay, Kevin.
1994?
And Shang.
I'm gonna say 1983. Yes, 1983.
Wow, Shang. Yup, 1983. That's the right answer.
Ah,
Hey.
boo.
Wow. Wow.
Peter, you picked the movie you knew.
He looked at the trivia beforehand. Okay, on to the next one. We talked about this answer. So this was question. We referenced it, so everyone should get this right. So the tricycle scene in the beginning of the movie was a tribute to which movie? Was it A, Saw 3, B, The Shining, or C, Toy Story 3? Let's start with Kevin.
You know what, Chief? I think the answer is right in front of us. I'm gonna have to go with Toy Story 3.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Okay,
That movie has too good animation to be out at the same time.
let's go with Shang.
That'd be. As much as I like Kevin's answer.
And Chris.
Being that this movie came out a whole 6 years before Toy Story 3, 6 or 7 years, I'm gonna go with The Shining.
Well, unfortunately, Kevin, you got it wrong. It was The Shining.
God,
What
darn
a
it.
surprise.
Gosh, darn it. Dang, Flabbit.
Who would have known?
Like we talked about it. Yeah. Okay, on to the next one. So, true or false? For the German version of the film, Bone, Soul, and Chowder were renamed to Punk, Freak, and Ketchup. True or false? Let's start with Shang.
I'll say it's weird enough. I'll say true.
Okay, Chris.
False.
And Kevin.
True. Final answer.
Oh, unfortunately, Chris, you got it wrong. It was true.
Oh yeah.
Okay, on to.
Gotta throw in a false somewhere. In there.
I mean, you didn't have to, but it was up to you. Okay, on to the final question. What was the motto or the phrase on the police car? What was that phrase? What was the motto? Yeah.
Oh wait, motto, not model.
You get 4 potential answers. Was it A, to protect and to serve? B, keep on helping people? C, justice with courage? Or D, we want to help? Let's start with Evan.
I'm gonna go, we wanna help. Gotta keep it.
Okay, Chris.
What's the motto with you?
What?
I like the we want to help or
Okay.
that thing. We're here to help or whatever it
Okay,
is.
and Shang.
I'll go with that as well. I feel like that movie would do that.
I mean, you don't think it could be people
No,
helping people? You
no.
don't think that-
There are only
No?
3 of them.
Okay, everyone got that right. It was D. Yeah.
People helping.
Sounds like the best answer.
I mean, people helping people. Not even though it didn't happen in this movie. Yeah, that could be a motto. No.
No, they
Maybe
want
so.
help. Do they?
Do they?
Do they help?
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
And I guess the winner.
And the winner Coming in first is Michael Shang,
Of course.
and it's
He picked the movie.
it's a two-way tie between Kevin and Chris.
Hey, yo, it's high.
Yeah. I'll share the trophy.
We'll pull like a what's it called with the Mean Girls where she breaks the tiara. We'll just
Yeah,
break the
we'll break
trophy
the
in half.
trophy.
Nice.
Whoever gets the larger parts gets their wish granted.
Wishbone attack.
Like a wishbone. Okay, and that has been C Trivia. Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
I end the call now, right?
Oh no, not yet. No, not yet.
He said you're trapped here forever.
Just like the house. Like
Shoot,
the old
I'm
lady.
the old man. Mr. Never
Have
Cracker.
you released?
I can't think of anything else to say about
I know what to say.
but
Hey, how we gotta give this movie some points.
points.
How many?
Oh.
Like it's the first episode of this of the season. You
Oh,
know.
we get to the scale. We get to the scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no ranking, baby.
Okay.
It's got
Well, since this is our first movie, like Chris said, we're gonna rank this movie and go to the scale. Scale is a ranking where something happened, and blah blah blah, numbers.
How many like
You know
pea
what I mean.
bottles? How many
Yeah.
like basketballs, tricycles? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys know. Yeah, our audience knows what we're talking about. You know this segment already. But given this is our first movie, we're gonna rank the routine number between 1 and 10. So let's start with, unless you guys want to do
So-
like something else, not 1 and 10. We can.
what you're saying is I can't give it a 0
Okay, okay.
because then it would be
Okay,
pointless.
I'll rephrase it. Let's give a number between 0 and 10. How about that? Give some wiggle room.
Nah, because I don't. This movie is not pointless.
Ah,
There are points to it. Just
okay. There. Let's start with Chris.
Or it's a five. It's a solid 5. It's not egregious, but and it's got its knack here and there, but it's a fun movie. It's got some solid humor. It's got some light, some some good storytelling. But aside from that, it's nothing to stand out. It kind of just the movie kind of just happens, and it's a watch once and maybe watch again in like 20 years.
have we hit the 20 years?
We're 5 years, but we're 5 years. We've got 5 years left until we get there. 4 years. 4 years.
It's definitely one of the remember that movie Monster House? Oh yeah. Let's not watch it. It's a solid 5.
Okay, let's go with Shang.
I mean, again, I picked this, so, but I think animation-wise and how they did the video and all that, but I would put 7.5.
Wow,
Nice.
that's very generous.
It is. I mean, I can see why it's 7.5. But
That's a C.
yeah.
These get the raise.
Yeah, I mean, this animated movie isn't perfect. It has its flaws, maybe.
For the time frame, I think, too. But
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kevin.
See, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna give it a. It's not a Life is Rough. It's not a Mary Poppins. I don't know.
Solid middle of the pack movie.
So I'm just gonna go with a 5. Nothing more, nothing less. You know.
I can imagine the fact if we did get Mary Poppins one day, like what would be.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the shuffle button real quick.
Like, I can only imagine the outrage Peter would have if you actually genuinely did pull out that card. Like,
Oh, I'm 100% doing it. Like, you guys think I'm joking?
I know you would do it, yeah.
Like, I'm saving it for Life is Rough and Mary Poppins. I'm not joking. We're not watching either of those.
And then, and then it comes to my review. Monster House is a fun watch. It did. I can see how it might be creepy to some audience members because it does have dark imagery and the screen. And if they did go with the original screenplay that I mentioned before, that would have even made it even worse of how audiences would have reacted to that. But it's a fun watch. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Has its ups and downs, but it's a good Halloween movie. It's definitely a good choice by Michael Shang to choose us halfway, even though we're halfway through the year and we're halfway to Halloween, which is gonna come sooner than expected. But it's a fun watch, great animation, and the cast was pretty good. You guys know Kevin James's movie along with Nick Cannon?
Buscemi?
Like, yeah, it's crazy. Nick Cannon, Steve Buscemi too. Yeah, pretty good cast. But like I said, it's a good watch. I can see how it got positive review. And so my ranking, my number I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. Why not? I'll give it a whole 7.
A whole 7?
A whole 7. Yeah, a whole 7.
I'll give it a half a 7.
Why? So like a 6. So I guess what's that? Like a 3 point something then?
That would be a 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. I mean, I wouldn't give that. That seems a little low for me. I wonder what Kira's ranking was, because she watched this, but she's not joined. She was able to join us.
Let's hit up the chat and let's say
A solid 5.
I don't mind right now. I have to ask her another time then.
Let's see.
or maybe I should just call her.
Let's call her the phone and speaker. You are live on the air with a real meter.
Our first phone in, Kara. Hey dog.
How
Let's
many
see, she
points would you give the Monster House?
out of 10, 11. No, no response.
Shame.
Well, let's just say she gave it a 7 out of 10. There you go.
10? That's assuming, but we're gonna ask her face to face. So we all know our audience wants to know her opinion on this movie.
Oh, she's a pretty generous. I think.
Yeah.
That sounds fair. Okay, yeah, we do the plugs.
0.
Hey, she gave it a 0. Wow!
no.
Talk about being generous.
Oh.
A 0.
This is why you never assume, kids.
Wow, she gave it a 0. Yo, I'm shocked.
Hey, I take back my answer.
You said because she said she was generous, right? She's not generous towards this movie.
I'm gonna change my answer to 0.
I am also going to change my answer to this.
This movie wasn't that bad. It's not like Jujitsu of Babes in
Hey, why are you talking crap about Babes in Toyland, bro?
What do you mean? You like Babes in Toyland?
No, I don't at all.
Like,
You can't talk crap about Babes in Toyland when it's not crap. I mean, when it is crap.
it is
Oops.
crap. What do you mean?
He said, oops.
Oops.
It is crap. I mean, it's not like high class crap down there.
High class
Yeah,
crap.
it's like down there. It's not the best crap, but it's crap.
It's the crappiest crap.
You gave it a shot. Wow.
You're generous. 0.
That is truly. We shouldn't give it like a -7. Just didn't like it.
And I can respect that answer.
Kira said, all the credit to the cast / crew. I just didn't like it.
That sounds like a thing she would say.
Yeah, that does.
I thought she Paris.
As did I. At least a 1, but a 0.
Hey, guess what? To Kira, this movie is pointless. Third time.
And
Anyways.
yeah, let's move on. That was a good segment. A good segue. Let's go on to the plugs. Start with Chris. Do you have anything to plug?
Plug the vacuum cleaner back up so it can mosey on its way into the monster house. I can't speak right now. I'm good.
You said, yeah.
I have
Don't worry, I speak Chris.
Head empty.
Yeah.
Head empty. No thoughts. Remember to follow Peter at reviewopeter.peter.
At Peter.
Yeah.
At Peter.
And follow his Instagram page at EwokPeter.
But yeah, actually go and Caesar will throw all the plugs at the as you. But
Shane, you have anything to plug?
But always a pleasure to be on. Yeah. And can't wait for the next one.
We'll see
Yeah.
if Peter joins us for that one. Kevin, you have anything to plug?
Oh, honor to be here as always. Babes in Toyland was an artistic masterpiece. Follow us on Twitter, Review-O-Meter, no hyphens. That's all I got.
Go. That's my co-host. There we go.
Oh, wait, I got you. And PJM Entertainment. There you go. That's it.
There we go. Making my life easier.
There
And
you
then
go.
that comes to me. The usual plug, catch the show on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Let us know what you guys think of the show. Appreciate some feedback because we haven't gotten that recently. The past year, we've been up and vibing. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think. You got a Twitter page, like we mentioned. You got the YouTube page. You can comment there. And you got, why not? You can even message Peter just to tell him how you feel about his show because, he is the mastermind behind all this. Because if it wasn't for him, we really wouldn't be here right now, I think.
tell Peter he left his kids at and now we've gone running amok and watched Monster House.
And we rated it with 10s all around.
Yep.
No.
So 10 out of 10.
No zeros whatsoever.
Would never watch again.
No zeros.
No zeros whatsoever. And that's our plugs. Okay. So I should say now, this given the first timers you gone before, this is a pretty decent one. I think about it because in recent times, I said before, the first timers of each team seem to be bummers. We got in Jiu-Jitsu, we got in Babes in Toyland, we got in Rip Girls before. I mean, this is
Whoa, you're ripping on Rip Girls?
come on, Kevin.
I had to. It's right there, you know.
I mean, Jiu-Jitsu too. Not sure if I said that already, but Jiu-Jitsu. That was another first time we got. That was kind of a stinker. But this is a pretty good first timer. Fresh start to a new theme of Netflix Guest Choice. So we'll see what we get down the road. I know I'm excited because Michael Shane, this was a good choice. Good choice.
Oh, thank you. We'll see. Oh well, I can't wait for the other ones. I think, yeah, be good.
We got 3 more opportunities in the future for someone else to get picked. So maybe it might be me, might be Chris, might be Kevin, might be even Kira. You don't know who's gonna join the show. They can be picked any moment, anytime. It's totally random. That's what the show is all about. Totally random.
Welcome to Totally Random. Totally.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you. Well, thank you for listening to the podcast, the show, where we just reviewed Monster House on Netflix. Tune in next time where we review another title from one of our amazing guests who gets to choose next title. Check out the Twitter, check out the media channels that we're available on, and comment, subscribe, review. Here,
I got you. Bye.
Bye.
See you next time, everyone. Only at Review-O-Meter.
Oh, okay.
Review-O-Peter. Caesar.
Yeah, Review Caesar.
Review
There we
Caesar.
go.